Margaret Carter is a legend, the first black woman elected to the Oregon legislature, where she served for 22 years, a college counselor for 27 years, former chair of the Democratic Party of Oregon, former CEO of the Urban League of Portland, and I could go on and on and on. Earlier in life, as a single mom with 5 kids, she got a bachelor's degree and then a master's. I want you to know all that because her words carry weight. And now she says Oregon lawmakers need to take another look at the rules involving bail and make it harder for domestic abusers to get out.
Pat, the one thing we know in terms of data is that if a person is a violator of the rights of women, domestic violence, we know if they say they're going to kill you, they're going to try everything they can to get to you in order to kill you, because it's a matter of power. This is not about love, or nothing of that nature. This is about power and control. And that's exactly what created this heinous crime. This young man must have had a lot of insecurities himself and she's tiny, to be able to kill somebody in such a dastardly way.
She's talking about 36-year-old Rachel Abraham, murdered just over a week ago in southeast Portland. Margaret Carter considered her part of the family.
I've been her grandmother ever since she's been here. She called me Grammy up to the time of her departure. She had a rough life, and to know that it ended in this kind of tragedy, just my heart is just broken. Because this young woman really tried hard. She always kept a job. She was always good to people. She was a good mother to her children.
Rachel Abraham's former partner is charged with first and second-degree murder in her death. He'd been in jail earlier in the summer, charged with strangling and beating her. And then he got out without paying any bail, only to be arrested again when he took off his ankle GPS monitor and went back to her home. After a hearing, the judge set bail at $20,000. The man's public defender said he couldn't even afford $1,000 and that his bail was way too high. But the judge did not budge. A short time later, an outside group, though, called the Portland Freedom Fund, stepped up and paid the bail amount. And 7 days later, Rachel Abraham was dead. Carter stops short of condemning that group.
That group is intended to do good work. And when you look at what is happening to black and brown people in this country, in this state, the rules are different. And so I imagine that they didn't look at the situation in terms of the kind of people that should be let out, the kind of people that we are going to bail. They should have rules within their own organization, and this is one that should not have been broken.
Now, it's unclear what rules or policies Portland Freedom Fund has in place. If any, they won't return our messages. Investigative reporter Kyla Boshi found the fund has paid out more than $619,000 to bail out black and brown people in the greater Portland area since 2020. This year, Oregon lawmakers changed the bail system. They felt that old system was unfair to the poor. It set a certain amount of dollars for a specific crime. Those who could afford to pay the bail got out. Those who couldn't sat in jail. Under the new system, many people are released with no bail, others with much lower amounts than in the past. Margaret Carter believes lawmakers need to carve out an exemption for people like the man accused of killing Rachel Abraham.
Absolutely. And domestic violence organizations also should be involved, if they were not, in the changing of the rules. Because if a violator says they're going to get you, they're going to get you. And if you let them out of jail, they're going to get you. They have nothing to lose. And the legislature needs to look at the policy around that, and there should be standards for those people who have committed a one-time offense in terms of domestic violence, and depending on the nature of that offense, there should be guidelines that said this person is not eligible for bail.
The man involved here is named Mohammed Adan. He's charged with first and second-degree murder in Rachel's death. He's scheduled to be in court tomorrow morning.